Greetings, Vinci RISE High students and stakeholders. I'm really excited, along with the other admin and team at Vinci RISE, to share with you what's called a personalized learning plan. We've had for a long time in our vision and mission that we wanted to treat each individual student with the necessary care and attention to their individual goals and their plans for graduation as possible. And so I think that this is a huge step forward for the RISE High community in ways that we can support you all along your journey towards graduation and beyond. So, just to go over a quick few points around the personalized learning plan. First off, you'll find your name here highlighted in yellow. Addition with that, we'll have your site, so it might be APCH or the Hawthorne site or our New Earth site. Underneath there, you'll know what arena you're in and what cohort. Arenas are a little bit different this year. They're going to be more focused on your distance to graduation. And so students who are a little bit closer to graduation, who have needs around college and career, will be in a group together so that they can receive those resources. Students who maybe are newer to high school and are maybe a little bit further from graduation will have different resources around high school, executive functioning skills, around organization, ways of looking at career pathways, and different opportunities along that sort. But we feel like grouping students in that way will be helpful. Then underneath there, you'll find your advisor, which is your point person for advisory, but also really credit tracking and updating this personalized learning plan with you as you traverse your time here at RISE. Underneath the advisor is the graduation pathway. There are 3 graduation pathways that are explained in the bottom of the personalized learning plan. You'll see the one that you are connected to. So this student example, anonymous, is an A through G, which means that they're qualified for all of the courses. And then after graduation, they are eligible for a Cal State or a UC. Underneath that is the credit tracker. So you can see the student's credit tracker, and being able to click on that will show you the student's detailed information, and I'll go over that next. And then finally, transcripts. And so we'll incorporate a section there where you can access your transcript or request your transcript. Beneath that is just your personal information. We know that it can be really hard to keep up with your passwords and your email addresses. And so here we'll have your Da Vinci School's email. Underneath that, you can put your password there, so we'll have students do that with an orientation. And then same for Dream See Do, Achieve 3000, any of our online accounts. We want you to keep your email and your password here or your username so that we have access to that and can help you if you ever forget. And then, of course, your Chromebook number and your charger number so that we can make sure that you're keeping track of all of the hardware that you're being offered. So that's all the regular things that are within the personalized learning plan, just to be very specific around your needs and what will help you. Underneath that is a section where we really want to keep track of who do you have positive relationships with in the school. And this can be really helpful when a student is working towards meeting a goal and might be having some struggles and getting there and needing motivation, or whether a student is having some outside issues and wants someone to talk to. This section will really help us to best support you holistically, both academically as well as social emotionally. The next part is the part that I know many students are asking about and are curious, which is what is their class schedule and how do they know what the year can look like? And so what we've done as an admin team as well as our school counselor is looked at your credits and where you are, as well as your goals for graduation, and really parsed out how many credits you should be earning each quarter. And so we have students all over the spectrum. We have some students earning a lot more than this. We have some students struggling to earn this much, and we really wanted to figure out, based on you and your individual goals and needs, where we think you should fall. And so you can see this student is taking English 3, Government, Integrated Math 3, and World of Work for quarter 1. Our goal for them is to earn 5 credits within the English 3, Government, and World of Work, and 1 credit in Integrated Math 3 in order to get them to the next stage for quarter 2 to then finish up those courses and move forward. We believe that students should be taking about 2 quarters to complete a course. This can obviously vary for students based on their need, but what you'll notice is that we're actually minimizing the amount of courses that a student is taking based on wanting you all to have more time and energy to spend on each individual course and not feel like you're looking at a huge course list of 5 or 6 different classes that you're taking. And so you'll notice that there are less classes. This student happens to be a senior, so they're taking more. Majority of our students will be taking 2 core courses, so that might be an English and a social studies, and then an elective, which could be Spanish or World of Work or yearbook. Then beneath that, you'll see your individual schedule. While we are still online, you will be able to see kind of how your time should be spent on the computer, working with our teachers and our students on your class times. You can see this student on Mondays and Wednesdays is going to have opportunity to enroll in one-on-ones with their teachers to get additional support. They have reading workshop from 11 to 11:50. And then at the end of the day on Monday, they have Humanities Lab, which means that this student is enrolled in an English and a Social Studies class. Anyone enrolled in an English and a Social Studies class will also have an additional opportunity to earn more credits through what is called labs, which in this case is Humanities Lab. Other students who are enrolled in a science class and a math class will have the opportunity to enroll in STEM lab. STEM is for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and that will be a lab where they'll also get additional credits towards both their math and science classes with kind of a way for them to see the connections between those subjects. Now you can see that for this student on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they have their individual class times. So we can see here from 9 to 9:50, they have English 3 with Brent. From 10 to 10:50, Integrated Math 1 with Roslyn. They have a short break and lunchtime, and then they jump right into social studies after lunch. And so each individual student's schedule will be listed on this personalized learning plan for parents to see, for stakeholders, as well as the student. And then you'll often see that the students end their day with their elective. And so this student is doing a college and career readiness elective, which is World of Work. Now, parts that are still coming and being developed as our staff work together to prepare for students and get them into the beginning of their school year is a section called Projects and Assignments. We heard a lot of really great feedback from parents and students that they wanted to know individually, assignment by assignment, what needed to be completed in order for them to reach their credit goals or complete their courses. And so we're going to actually be adding this into the personalized learning plan so that students and stakeholders can see step by step what it's going to take for each student to finish the current class that they're in, and then it will be updated by the next class when they finish that class. So for an example, once this student finishes their English 1 course and these credits are completed, we'll add English 2 and they'll see a whole new list of assignments that need to be completed so everyone feels like they fully understand what needs to get done. The next component is progress and goals. So you can see here, we're going to be taking baseline data, so scores for math, for MAP, which is a test that assesses English and math proficiency, Lexile, which is a reading test, which is connected to Achieve 3000, which is a program that we'll be using across the board for students getting better at reading and writing literacy overall. Attendance data, so if students are struggling on attendance, we can start to see if they're growing and getting better at coming in consistently or logging on if we're online. And then personalized learning plan goals. And so there's a few things that need to be considered here. First is that we're really looking at what are the big overarching goals that our students are looking at, or that individual student is looking to improve. And so this is going to be a really great opportunity for them to workshop these goals with their teacher and figure out what do they want to see for themselves by the end of their time at RISE and also the end of the year. And so we can start to celebrate those wins and those gains. It might be related to attendance, it could be related to their reading levels and their scores, or it could be related to their credit attainment and saying, I didn't earn a lot of credits last year, I really want to earn a significant amount so I can start to get closer to my grade level or get closer to graduation, depending on their individual goals. And then in advisory, they're going to be going through a checklist of assignments. So it might be attending a workshop or meeting one-on-one with a counselor that are all basically action items attached to those specific goals that will help them reach that place. So we're really giving them a roadmap of how exactly to get to those goals. Something new this year that we're really excited is that we've looked at our vision and mission as a school and we've isolated it to 5 specific components that we really want to work on getting our students stronger in. And so this is listed here and all the goals will be attached to that. So whether it's being an effective communicator, tactful collaborator, skilled problem solver, critical thinker, or empowered citizen, these are our 5 tenets as a school that we are committed to making sure our students walk away from RISE having those skills and those tenets within them. Lastly, or getting towards the end is our social emotional plan. This will be updated throughout the year and then we'll be kind of backtracked and looking at what students have experienced at RISE. But we're really looking at what is the best way to allow our students to get the kind of social emotional skill sets they need to be successful in the world. So here we're looking at strategies. What are some things that really work well with this student? So we might see that a student shares with us that they really do well with reminders and having help and support with their agendas or reminding them to get back on task when they're in class. That strategy will be listed here for any teacher across the board at RISE to see and help and be able to be along all in the same page for. We'll see some of our integration with any rewards or things that they're getting that they're celebrated or any areas of growth. Behavioral incidents, behavior plans, and next steps. So anything that might happen on campus, if there's a breach or an area where they need to grow, all of that will be listed in the behavior plan. And now parents and stakeholders can see that as well. And then finally, which I think is really important for not only students but parents as well, is that we have an area for resources and frequently asked questions. We are finishing and finalizing our FAQ, so frequently asked question sheets, for all different types of things, whether it be for graduation pathways and which one I should choose and how I change it if I need it. Maybe I have questions about summer school and intersession and how I can navigate that. Or maybe I really don't understand the personalized learning plan and I need to understand more details around that. You are always welcome to contact us, and our staff directory is linked also into your personalized learning plan. But in addition, we're going to be completing these FAQ sheets to include here and to answer questions like the ones I listed prior. Now that's basically it, and as the year goes on and we get into learning virtually or in person, you will notice that this individualized learning plan for each student is going to get more detailed and more complex with information and updates. And so we really encourage all parents and stakeholders and students to check this consistently, because we're going to be really showing where our students are earning credits, where may they not be earning credits, to really pack for everyone student progress at RISE. Thank you, and we appreciate it. Let us know if you have any questions at all in regards to the personalized learning plan.